The Clippers and Warriors about 30 minutes away from tip-off in a battle for playoff seeding, but we continue to celebrate Women's Empowerment Month, and we now welcome to the show Dublin's Michelle Smith, who recently released a biography on Tara VanDerveer, one of the most storied coaches in sports history. So welcome to the show. Glad to have you with us tonight.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So let's talk about this incredible work that you've put together on one of the most incredible coaches, Tara VanDerveer. What was something that you learned about her that people might be surprised to learn when they read your book?
You know, I think it's less a surprise, but it's just a really poignant point that Tara didn't get the opportunities to play at a level in which she gave other people opportunities to play at, that she was a child of the pre-Title IX generation where she played 8 basketball games a season with her JV team, and she didn't have a chance to, you know, we say if you can see it, you can be it. Tara and the coaches of that generation, they didn't see it. They didn't have anything to see. And so they had to figure out how to make this game work for them from a coaching perspective. But she's so wistful and so envious, I think, a little bit of what the players get to do, because it was something that as a kid she always wanted to do.
And along those lines, when she was a head coach for 45 years, 38 at Stanford, so when she starts in 1978, how do you explain the evolution in basketball at that time and her role in shaping that evolution?
Yeah, Tara's fingerprints are on so many things that we see. She was one of the first coaches to adopt the three-point shot, and there were lots of coaches telling their players not to shoot threes, and Tara had Jennifer Azzi and those teams in the gym shooting threes until the lights went out. She was called Video VanDerveer because she was one of the first coaches that really embraced using that technology and using that video. She's a through line from those early days of the game to the things we have today. And that doesn't even include like coaching that 96 team, which we all know ended up being a springboard for the W and professional women's basketball in this country. And so the roles that she's played in getting the game to where it is today, she's a Mount Rushmore figure in college sports. She really is.
As a former big girl, I'm appreciative of everything that Tara VanDerveer has done for the big girls. My favorite post players watching growing up, just Jane Appel was my girl. But thinking about the Gwen McKays that you see now, even right now, Lauren Betts was originally a Stanford product, but you're just seeing her fingerprints through that aspect of the game too. I want to know more about Tara VanDerveer that has nothing to do with basketball, because she is one of the most innovative people that I've also learned about. The way that she will go and learn how to swim from Missy Franklin, and she'll take piano lessons. What were some of the softer sides of Tara that you were able to find?
You know, she's not only a teacher, and I think she was very much a teacher throughout her career, much more of a professorial figure than maybe some of the coaches we know, but she's a learner, and she wanted to learn. She just had this voracious hunger, learning to play the piano in her 50s, and classical piano, you know, and buying a baby grand and putting it in the living room, and having a teacher come in and teach her. I still have those CDs, those Tara VanDerveer CDs she used to make for folks, and she'd hand them out at the holidays with her playing classical piano. She's a sailor, and she's a skier, and she loves to do things that are really, really physical, and she's still at 72 out there on the water in the morning just cutting it like crazy with rooster tails, and it's insane.
Crazy. That is fun to imagine.
But she's she's a voracious reader. She's just a learner as much as she's a teacher. And I think when you talk about the softer side of Tara, that was always the thing that struck me, was her willingness to innovate, but her willingness to learn that put her in a position to innovate.
And Michelle, I noticed Nneka Ogwumike wanted to write a foreword here.
Yeah.
How eager were current players and former players, how eager were they to talk to you about this incredible woman?
Yeah, they want to talk about her, and they want to talk about their experience, right? So Nneka wanted to talk about in the foreword, you know, no spoiler alerts, but she wanted to talk about like getting that first call from Stanford and what that meant to her family and what it meant to the way she saw her future and her pathways. And the players, they love Tara, they respect Tara. In some ways, they revere her. That intimidation is there, but it's not like a scary, fearful intimidation. It's just understanding and respecting who she is, what she means to the game. And so, you know, when they bring their grandkids back, or, you know, when they bring their kids back, and they call her grandkids. And so she's got this whole mess of multi-generational families that want to bring their kids back to meet their old head coach. And that should tell you everything that you know about how they feel about Tara.
Okay, so we need to add piano lessons, what else? Reading a lot of books.
Bridge. She likes
Bridge.
I'm trying to level up in life here, and I feel like no better
Snow
way than
skiing,
Tara.
water skiing at 7 a.m.
Okay,
all the
great.
things.
I'll see what I can do about all that. A challenge for us all. Thank you, Michelle, for coming on. And again, the book is Life's Work, How Tara VanDerveer and Stanford Women's Basketball Changed the Sport Forever. When is it out?
It is out now.
Out
Go to a
now.
bookseller. Find a
All
book.
right. Yeah, go get that book right now. Again, thanks, Michelle, for stopping by.